Mr. A.Rajwade joins us now. Mr. Rajwade, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Rajwade, the fundamental turf for Indian economy surely is bad, but the fundamentals are not so bad that rupee warrants a crack of about 4 rupees in a matter of just 4 trading sessions.
Yes, that is true. On the other hand, we also need to remember that the correlation between the speed of price changes in markets and the fundamentals, there is always a major gap. The correlation is not strong at all. In fact, fundamentals get ignored for a very long time. And then once they come into play, it has a major impact. So I think we need to keep that in mind. I think the first and foremost, what I call fundamental in relation to an exchange rate is what is known as the good old purchasing power parity, which requires that exchange rate adjust to inflation differentials. And I personally feel that whatever the panics and so on and so forth, I still have question marks about whether even at 65, in purchasing power parity terms, the exchange rate can be considered as sustainable, because we have had much higher inflation than in the global markets for a very, very long time now.
Mr. Rajwade, so, can we expect some more moves from the central bank, or do you think they're just going to raise their hands up because whatever they're doing doesn't seem to be helping the currency at all?
Well, I think initially the diagnosis of the problem was wrong. If you diagnose the problem wrongly, obviously the medicine which you give is not going to work. Their diagnosis probably was that it is speculation which is driving the rupee down, which does not seem to be the case. Also, the contradictory moves. First they drained liquidity from the market, then they suddenly pumped liquidity back into the market day before. Yes, it has had its impact on bond prices, but what it also shows is that the central bank is not at all clear what exactly it needs to do. I think it knows very well that if it does start selling dollars in the market, that will halt the slump. On the other hand, there are problems in that strategy as well, because many FIIs looking at the possibility of a further slowdown in the economy in terms of growth, in terms of the trends in corporate profitability, etc., might take that opportunity to get out of the country. So I think there are no easy choices or simple choices left now before the central bank or Delhi for that matter. What they are trying to do is change the so-called expectations of participants. But that, once again, works when in the price changes are expectations driven and not fundamental driven.
Right. Well, Mr. Rajwade, really appreciate your time. All I can say, Mr. Rajwade, is that rupee eventually will settle. The problem is it's the pace which is very, very frightening, and that's typical of a currency market. When it corrects, it really corrects, and it corrects with some force.